Howdy, folks. I just stampeded over here to sort of enlighten you concerning the doings at Hard Rock, where a coyote by the name of Jim Rodney and his gang of horse thieves is elected to drive out such square-shooting, law-abiding citizens as Dave Archer, John Mills, and others by discouraging them about their gold holdings and inciting the hostile Indians hereabouts. This open-air deviltry is plumb agin the heroic and arduous task of Buffalo Bill Cody, that right famous scout whose hardihood, fearlessness, and endurance is inspiring them there pioneers to make this boundless West a populous and fertile land. And this here story, battling with Buffalo Bill, is so all-fired exciting, you can bet your spurs it's a-going to raise you plumb up in your saddle.
What's old Chief Thunderbird saying?
He says we broke the treaty that Dave Archer made with him.
I told you we hadn't ought to stow them horses to kill that squaw.
We was only following Jim Rodney's orders. And him was sitting safe in Hard Rock.
Yeah.
The iron took the warning. Start standing there, to help. Going on enemy. No.
Now what's he saying?
We're gonna wipe out the town. Kill all the whites. I hope they get Rodney.
Well, what good getting Rodney gonna do us? We won't be there to enjoy it.
This is our summer. No hurt. You're not real service. But it's someone on Indy. Hurt the sheriff. Oh!
Just rode in, Rodney. What's all this meeting about here?
Oh, just a lot of crazy galoots. They think they can get more gold out of Hard Rock with a stamp. Sending those two men back east to buy one.
They sure are crazy. Come on in, I'll buy you a drink.
No, not now.
Friends, through the efforts of Dave Archer, we have been able to raise enough money to send these boys east for the stamp mill. Dave, think you better say a few words to the folks, huh?
Friends, I'm sure I'd never been able to raise the money if it hadn't been for the help of John Mills and his daughter Jane.
I don't like this meeting. These people get a stamp mill here before I can convince them that their holdings are worthless. It'll end our chances of grabbing their claims.
So maybe right now, the good time for Indians scare. Eh, Rodney?
Yeah. I sent Red and Brady to stir up the Cheyennes. But I guess they got cold feet.
Cold feet? Yes. Or maybe it is hot steak they get.
How about your friends the Blackfeet? Couldn't they accidentally meet these two messengers? If they reach independence with this talk of stamp mills and gold, there'll be a stampede of whites out here.
And the Indians don't like more whites. If they know about messengers, they stop them, sure.
How about riding over to your friend Big Crow, the Blackfeet, and tell him, eh?
I go.
Well, folks, Steve and Si are ready to start. Let's send them away with a cheer.
I'm glad you're not going, Dave.
Why? Tell me, Jane.
Well, it's dangerous out there on the plains. And the Indians.
It's still good.
What do you make of it, Jim? He looks so breed men up with a Blackfeet renegade. Used him to get rid of his old enemy, Ford.
You heard him inside. Wait, I think he's about done for. Get the duck. Get him down. Get
It means war. Now get to your houses and barricade your windows and doors. Every man, woman, and child who can use a gun must fight.
Indians are back to town after all, eh?
Certainly not. Dave Archer's just showing off.
That's all right.
Look, Rodney.
Cheyenne! Let's get to a hideout. Quick! All right, Dave?
All right, Nels.
Captain Tolliver, the Cheyennes are on the warpath. They've attacked Hard Rock.
That's serious, Bill. You take the Dark Canyon Pass, head off Group D. I'll go on into Hard Rock.
Yes, sir.
Double time! Forward! March!
I've got 2 shots left, Dave. How about you?
I'm all out, Nels.
Howdy, folks. You recall how that coyote, Jim Rodney, thinking to discourage the folks of Hard Rock so he could corral all the gold mines, had two of his henchmen steal some Indian ponies and kill a squaw, thus inciting the Cheyennes. And just as John Mills and his daughter Jane and Dave Archer, who holds Jane as full of sweetness as a bee tree, had concluded a meeting for the purpose of sending two of the boys east for a stamp mill, on come them Indians, a whoop and shoot and killing herd of redskins. Rodney and his gang hit the trail for cover, leaving the rest of the folks at the mercy of the savages. Just then, in rides that no-fearing scout Bill Cody, sees the situation and hightails for the soldiers. But before Cody could get back with the cavalry, the Indians had roped Jane, carried her off, leaving her father, Dave Archer, and the other Hard Rockers fighting for dear life.
That last one I dropped must be a chief's son. He's only wounded. Well, they'll carry him back to the camp.
Oh, Mr. Cody, you saved me from a fate worse than death.
Yes, Jane. He saved you for Dave Archer. You wait here until I get one of those ponies. Come on, old friend. Get up. The battle's over.
Welcome. We heard a tipsy house. Do it.
Ask him why the Indians broke the tree.
Why, he says the white man broke the treaty by stealing their horses and killing a squaw.
Now what?
He wants us to go with him to his village and sit in council with his braves.
Well, it don't look as if we had much choice in the matter. I guess we'll have to obey his commands. Go! Yes, that's the way out. Go!
We've got to get James and those Indians.
Well, Sergeant, Captain Culver sent me out to find you, Mr. Cody, and to inform you the Cheyennes have been completely routed and chased back to the village. Well, that is good news, isn't it, Jane?
It certainly is.
He wants you to confer with Chief Thunderbird and learn the cause of the uprising. He also wants you to have a talk with him about a peace treaty.
All right, Sergeant. Escort Miss Mills back to Hard Rock, and then report to Captain Culver that I will go at once into a powwow with old Chief Thunderbird.
All right, then. Report to Captain Culver.
I can't make out what's happened to Bree. Look, Rodney, there's someone now. Bree, something's happened. Well, Breed, did you stop the messengers? I think so. I meet some friends, Blackfeet and Trey. I promise I give them some of gold if messengers are stopped. Yes, but did they stop them? I think so. But not know for sure. Long time I wait for Blackfeet come back. Then I see big tribe Cheyennes and Morpeth. I'm scared they come kill you. So I come back to tell you.
Breed, you're a bungle. Trusting those Blackfeet. The only thing we can hope is the messages didn't get through. Come on inside.
Well, it didn't take those red devils long to decide our fate.
No, it sure didn't. Well, I guess it means sunup. A hot fire, the two of us being burned at the stake.
Yes. Sure looks as though we're done for.
I wonder what's become of Jane.
You know, Chief Thunderbird seemed friendly.
Maybe she's all right.
I hope so. Dikayekon, testam oma napekon. Akstastam apnek samo. Nema napekon ek. Sky, what's up? Hi! Napekon, oma napekon.
We'll make a run for our horses. Follow me. After us. There's only one chance. Follow me. Quick, in this cave here. Unsaddle your horses, boys. We'll have to stay here for the night.
Wait a minute, Cody. Those Blackfeet don't know about this cave, do they?
Yes, but they have a superstitious fear of it. Oh, thank heavens for that. By the way, Jim, you know if you came with Jane after that raid on Hard Rock? Yes, I rescued Jane from the Cheyennes. Started her back to Hard Rock with a troop sergeant. And was proceeding under orders to the Cheyenne village when I came upon you boys. Thank God she's safe. Now let's get some rest. We're going to make a run for it in the morning.
All right, boys. We'll make a run for it.
They've seen us.
Yeah, and they're trying to surround us.
Well, we're not going to be caught in this canyon. Come on. We've got to face them and fight, boys. Wait. Wait till I charge. Then let him have it. Now, give it to him.
Howdy, folks. You all remember how that fearless, peace-loving scout, Bill Cody, fetched the soldiers into Hard Rock and drove off the Indians. Then he rescued Jane Mills from the Redskins and herded her back to Hard Rock with a soldier. But before Jane reached Hard Rock, her dad, John Mills, and Dave Archer, who thinks Jane's as sweet and luscious as a roast apple, had set out with Jack Brady to round her up. While so doing, they were set on by a band of Blackfeet who left Jack for dead and carried off Mills and Archer as prisoners. Cody, on his way to the Cheyenne village, spots the Blackfeet with their prisoners and trails them to the Blackfoot camp. Cody releases Mills and Archer and herds out with them on a getaway. The Blackfeet discover what's doing and give pursuit. They corral the white men and force them to take a stand behind a group of cottonwoods where they fight desperately.
Get his gun, Dave! They're coming from all sides!
In my life, they ever did me a good turn.
They're sure not poison to those Blackfeet.
Mills!
John!
I guess I'm done for, boys.
He's bad hurt, Bill. If we could only get him into Hard Rock to a doctor.
We'll try and get him out of here, Dave, while those Red Devils are fighting among themselves. I'll get the horses.
Cody, I sure hope we can get Mills in without any more Indian trouble.
Well, the Cheyennes will keep the Blackfeet off until we get out of this canyon.
Come here.
There you are, Miss Mills. Safe at home.
Won't you come in? I'm sure my father will want to thank you.
Well, I'm sorry, miss, but I've got to overtake my troops.
Well, thank you so much. Bye.
Goodbye.
Father? Jane! Why, Jane, where did you come from? My Bill Cody rescued me from the Indians, and he sent a soldier back with me. Have you seen anything of Father and Jane? Why, why they went to the Cheyenne village to try and find you. I'd better go meet them and let them know I'm safe. Oh, why, Jane, you couldn't possibly get there before nightfall. Now, hadn't you better wait until morning? I suppose you're right. Will you help me straighten up the house? Why, of course.
There's a water hole close to the trail in the bottom of that canyon. Go down there and wait. I'll investigate that smoke.
All right, Bill.
It looks like trouble. I think you and I better get out of here. Why, Jane, what are you doing out here? I thought I sent you home.
I'm looking for Father and David. Have you seen them anywhere?
Yes, they're all right. But we've got to get off this trail. Why, don't you know you were riding into a band of hostile Blackfeet?
Why, no. I saw that smoke over there, and I thought...
Yes, I know. You thought it was your father and Dave. Come, I'll take you to them.
I'll be all right, Dave. My shoulder pains me.
Well, I know you'll be all right, John. As soon as Cody gets back, we'll take you right into a doctor. Here, let me fix your sling.
Why, there's Jane. What's she doing here?
Oh, Father! What's happened?
He's badly wounded.
I'll be all right, Jane.
You better brace up, Mills. We've got a lot of riding to do.
Yes.
Cody, what tribe is that?
Blackfeet. I called up on them in the powwow. Down in that clearing. They're planning to steal some Cheyenne ponies.
But what are they doing with that dead Indian strapped on his horse?
They're sending him into the Cheyenne village to excite the old chief. During the excitement, they'll steal the Cheyenne ponies.
We better stay here until they're well on their way.
No, Mills. We're in a dangerous position. Big Crow is planning an attack on the Cheyenne. That band is an advance guard.
It'll be fatal if we're caught between them.
You're right, Mills. We'll try and make an escape through Deep Rat Canyon. All right, Dave. Let's get Mills on his horse. We gotta be moving.
Chiamo Sarkin Akta Samamo, Sapor. Okay.
Alles gewonnen. Wo ist der Reiter Neo? Genau, das ist du. Karl man immer. Jo.
Wait a minute, folks. Look. It's Big Crow. He has set up his camp as near as he can to the Cheyennes. Sending out bands to attack the Cheyennes from different angles. It means war to the death.
Cody, I'm afraid we haven't got a ghost of a chance. There's only some way to get out of here without being seen.
Well, there's nothing we can do but forge ahead. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll take this trail through the canyon. Come on, folks.
Howdy, folks. I calculate you're not forgetting how that heap reliable scout Bill Cody rescued Dave Archer and John Mills from being burned at the stake by the Blackfeet. While Jane Mills set out single-handed to find her father and Dave, that low-down snake, Jim Rodney, seeking to make himself popular, organized a posse of his horse thieves to go to the rescue. Out on the trail, Jane sees engine smoke and, thinking it's her men folks, is heading straight for the hostiles when Bill Cody rescued her and herds her to her father and Dave. They all hit the trail for Hard Rock, through Deep Rock Canyon, but a band of thieving Blackfeet pounce on them, dead set on wiping them off on the face of the earth.
That was a close call, Dave. It sure was a close call, Cody. But those stampeding horses just saved our scalps. Let's follow the herd out. It's our only chance of escape.
Look, Bill, there comes Jim Rodney now.
I wonder where he was at while those Indians were shooting us up.
I reckon he's out looking for help. He never did find any, though.
I don't think he did.
Hadn't been for them soldiers we've been shooting yet.
Let's sneak around. Find out how much of a scare they got on that last Indian raid. If they ask any questions, tell them we were out fighting Indians.
That's a good thing to do, Rodney. Highest girls in sight. They hear talk. They know.
Good.
Hey, Joe! Hey, Joe.
Look, it's Joe Brady. I wonder what happened to him.
Yeah, what's the matter, Joe?
What's the trouble? What's the matter, Joe? Fire! Indians! They attacked us. We were looking for Jane Mills. We got into a fight. They left me for dead. They carried off Archer and Mills. We've got to do something about it, and do it quick.
All right, Joe, all right. I'll attend to it. Now listen, folks. I'm going to organize a posse. We've got to rescue Archer and Mills. I'm
going to pick my own men.
All right, Reed. I want you.
I'm with you, Lottie.
I want you, Joe.
Right.
You come along, Dutch.
All right.
I want you, Burns.
That's me.
And, Slim, I want you.
I'm with you, Rodney.
Look.
The Blackfeet have set up a new camp.
You folks better go on and leave me here.
But, Father, we can't leave you here.
He's right, John. You've got to stand it. We're going to get you safely into Hard Rock. Come on.
Listen, folks. When I rescue these people, I want to know that you're going to give me a free hand. What this town needs is a new leader to avoid future attacks of this kind and restore law and order.
Esto me conecto. Esto sexka ninda. Esto netsto. Mona peko. Akta sama. Ketsia esto. Good. Akta pokma abrakus. Akta sama amo. Akta fumopia aksna. Akta. Yeah.
Must be headed for Hard Rock. Dave, I'll ride out and stop him. You follow with Mills. I'll try and put him aboard.
Hey, Rodney, them is Cheyenne pony. You look like being stampeded.
You're right, Reed. And I'll bet a 6-gun that the Indians that stampede them are not far behind. Keep a sharp lookout, boys. Follow me.
Whoa.
Look, Ma. Wonder who them folks be.
Me? Say, I don't know, Hiram.
Howdy, stranger.
Howdy, friend. Headed for Hard Rock?
Yep. Down for the gold diggings out there. How far be it from here?
You can make it within 3 hours. Say, friend, can you give me a lift? I've got a wounded man here trying to get him to Hard Rock.
Sure we can. We'll tow him in.
Thank you.
How did you get wounded? Injun?
Yes, they're hostile out here. You know, you're brave traveling through here with this small outfit.
Ah, shucks. We ain't scared, mister. The good Lord will take care of us. Silas, Ezra, give him a hand there.
Get Mills in the back end of the wagon.
Turn right in there, mister.
All right, Dave, give me a hand here, will you?
Oh, easy, John.
Jane, you better go inside with your father. Stay with him.
Come on. I reckon you better give that man a little of that corn juice you got back there.
Easy, Father.
These people were a godsend. If you can just hold out a couple of hours, we'll have you home to a doctor.
Here you are, miss. Give him a little nip of that. That'll soon grease him up.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh. Say, mister, you're Bill Cody, the engine killer, ain't you?
I'm Bill Cody, son. But I'm not an engine killer.
Oh, yes, you is. I read about you killing all those engines in the paper before I left home. Ezra? Quiet your gas.
All right, Dave. All right, friend. Let's be hitting the trail.
All right. Yep. On.
Dick it.
Indians! More engines!
Engines? Land's sake! What are we going to do?
Dave, they're renegade Blackfeet. We're in for trouble. There's only one thing to do, is to make a run for it. When they attack, keep on going as fast as you can.
Do the best you can, Jane. We've got to fight our way out of this one.
I know, Dave.
Let's go!
Get up! Come! Fire!
You know, folks, as I stand here relating the exploits of that famous danger-loving scout, Bill Cody, how he rescued John Mills and his daughter Jane and Dave Archer from the Blackfeet, you all gotta allow that this here Buffalo Bill is as straight and strong as a pine tree. Headed for Hard Rock, with poor old John Mills, who was peppered plenty by the Injuns and begged to be left behind to the mercy of the coyotes, Cody wouldn't listen to it. Right sudden, Cody seen a 16 prairie schooner rimming along the trail for the gold diggings, and he lost no time in negotiating to have Mills taken aboard. With Mills and Jane safe in the schooner, Cody seen a band of hostile Blackfeet swooping down on him. He orders the owner of the wagon to drive like fury and everybody to shoot with precision as the hostiles tear down, a whoop and shooting and a hungering for scalps and plunder.
Rodney, them is Blackfeet.
You're right, Reed.
Archer Mills and his daughter must be with that outfit.
Go. Yeah? Take our men and drive off the Indians. I'm following later.
All right, come on, man.
How bad is he wounded, man?
Pretty bad. Let the tailgate down, boys. We're going to get some air in here.
Jane, give me a little help here. Here.
Let's get him in the back of the wagon, Dave.
All right.
Looks like they got me in the arm.
Oh, you'll be all right.
Ain't dead, are you, Hiram?
Oh, I'll be all right, Ma. Put a little of that corn juice on my arm. All right, there.
Well, Cody, it looks though we got here just in time. It seems those Blackfeet had you on the run.
Yes, Rodney, we were in a bad way. We appreciate your timely arrival.
We came out just to help you. You know, I promised the folks in Hard Rock that I'd bring you all back safe. By the way, where's Mills?
He's in the wagon, badly wounded.
Wounded?
How you doing, Mills?
It hurts pretty bad, Dave.
Oh, Miss Mills, I'm sorry to hear about your father.
You think you'll hold out until we get to Hard Rock?
Yes, Mr. Rodney, but we'll have to hurry.
Oh, boys, let's get going.
I scout ahead, Jim. See the trail. She's clear.
All right, Ray. All right, Dave, get going.
Jim Rodney, he rescued all people India said. John Mills, very much hurt. See, Jim Rodney, he's taking them home now.
Rodney's brought him back all right.
Rodney's a good man.
Sure.
He usually does what he says he's going to do.
Come on, man. Let's go over and see how they are.
That's all.
Let's go. President, why, he just keep it going
Rodney, let's you and I right over there. I'd like to have a little talk with you.
All right, Cody.
You know, we've been having too much Indian trouble around here lately,
You're right, Cody. And it's got to be stopped.
and I'm going to stop it.
Yes?
I'm riding to the fort, and I'm taking this saddlebag as evidence.
Evidence. Evidence of what?
That the last Cheyenne raid was brought about by Red Dirt and Joe Brady.
How do you know that?
Well, this saddlebag was taken from Dirt just before Chief Thunderbird burned him and Brady at the stake for stealing Cheyenne horses and killing a squaw.
Hardly worthwhile telling that to the soldiers. Can't punish dead men.
No, but they can punish certain white men around here who make it their business to use men like Dirt and Brady to stir up the Indians.
What do you mean by that?
I'm riding to the fort.
What is it, Jim?
Cody knows too much. He's gone to the fort with Dirk's saddlebag as evidence. Trail him and get it.
I get the bag.
All right, Joe.
Must have had a hard fight with Indians, Rodney.
Sure did, thanks. You done fine. You're just the kind of a man we need in Hard Rock.
Thanks,
Tell
Mike.
us how you fought them Indians, Jim. Yes,
Well, I'll tell you. I think I could tell you better if I had a little drink. Oh, boy.
Well, Pardon, let's have a drink. Hmm? Now, thirsty, huh? Hmm.
Pahasta. Hashima, Amo, Pahasta. Gestao, Kitachtapo, Pahasta.
Well, partner, I guess we better be moving.
Aku.
tell you, folks, things are bad in Hard Rock. There's trouble ahead. Not only from Indians, but a certain ornery element in this town. You know, Hard Rock is growing. And what we need is more law and order for our own good.
You're right, Jim.
We sure need law and order, Rodney.
We've been needing it for a long time. And that's what we're going to have, men. You know what we ought to have? Is a town marshal.
That's a good idea. This thing of signing treaties with Indians and then breaking them don't mean a thing.
And I'm thinking Jim Rodney's the man for the job. What do you say, boys?
Gentlemen, I'll accept on one condition. That we hold a regular election. And then there'll be no question about it being legal.
Sure we'll do it. We'll elect you by vote. No matter who runs against you. That ought to make it legal.
Yeah?
And there'll be someone run against him. You can depend upon that. Someone selected by the law-abiding citizens of this town.
Meaning your friend Archer, I suppose. Well, let him run.
The drinks are on the house, boys. Come on, to the success of the first election of Hard Rock. Come on! Have a drink.
Come on, Breed. You're just in time to drink the health of your boss, our new town marshal.
Oh, Rodney, you town marshal, eh? Oh, that's good. Sorry I don't come sooner. Miss plenty drinks, eh, Jim? But I have big business with Bill Cody.
Gentlemen, excuse me for a moment, will you, please?
Sure, Jim. We'll excuse you.
Come on.
Basta.
Well, did you do it? Yes. Breed do his business with Cody. Very good.
Well, John, how do you feel?
Oh, much better, Dave, thanks.
It'll only be a matter of a couple of days before you'll be fighting Indians again.
Hello, Andy.
Dave.
Oh, how are you, Andy? Glad to see you. Hey, Jane, get Andy a chair.
Say, Mills, Jim Rodney's got the boys all excited. You know, he's aiming to have himself elected marshal of this town.
What? Impossible.
Why, Father, Mr. Rodney's always been nice to us.
Yeah, too nice. I think Andy and I know more about him than anyone else. He's already been kicked out of 2 mining towns that we know of, hasn't he?
Dave's right, James. It'd be a sorry day for Hard Rock if Jim Rodney ever got control of the law. Something's got to be done about it.
You're right, Andy. Dave, you gotta run against him.
Father.
Well, I'm ready to do anything to establish law and order. We certainly need it.
You know, Cody knows a lot about this, Rodney, too. And I think he'd be able to help us convince the people of this town that they're making a mistake. I wonder where Cody is.
Well, folks, I reckon you recall how Bill Cody, while escorting Dave Archer, John Mills, and his daughter Jane back to Hard Rock, was attacked by a band of Blackfoot Indians. Cody held them off in a desperate running fight, while that gang of horse-thieving coyotes, headed by Jim Rodney, watched off without lending a hand until they seen the Indians might get the worst of it. Then they tore in and helped Cody drive off the Redskins. That ornery snake, Breed Johns, sent ahead by Rodney, convinced the citizens of Hard Rock that Rodney did all the rescuing. And when that big prairie schooner pulled into town, Rodney received a whooping ovation. Cody informed Rodney that he was riding to the fort with proof against the white man that caused the last Cheyenne attack. Rodney ordered Breed to prevent Cody reaching the fort with that proof. Breed bargained with a band of Blackfoot renegades to capture Buffalo Bill. The Indians ambushed Cody and fight a terrific battle.
Partner, come here.
Men, we've got to outwit Mills and his gang. They'll leave no stone unturned to defeat my election. And they'll get Cody to help them.
No, Cody not help. Breedy, he have make business with Blackfeet for fix Cody.
I hope you're right, Breed. But we can't afford to take chances. I've got an idea. The election takes place on Thursday, so we have only 3 days. And before the citizens of Hard Rock gather at the polls to cast their vote, I'll have every one of Archer's supporters out of town. High Hawks gave me the idea tonight in the saloon. He was showing some high-grade stuff that Lem Campers brought in. That good-for-nothing prospecting brother of yours. But he wouldn't tell me where he found it.
What's high-grade ore that Lem brought in got to do with this election?
Everything. Joe, on Thursday morning, when the citizens are gathering at the polls, I want you to have Lem ride in with his pockets full of nuggets.
Yeah?
He's to tell everybody that he found them at Crow's Creek. Picked them up off the ground. Show them to everybody. That will start a gold rush.
Yes, gold rush. But you know what that means? Everybody can go to Cross Creek. No votes, no election.
Breed's right, Jim. Everybody will go.
Yes, everybody. Everybody except my supporters, who are to be told that the gold rush is just a feint to get Archer supporters out of town.
Oh, then we are to fool this day, and you be elected for sure.
Breed, you've got more brains than I thought you had.
Hello, Jack. Hello, Jack. How are you, Mills?
Hi, thanks.
Dave, I sure hope you win this election.
Thanks, Jack.
Good luck, Dave. You can have my vote.
Thank you.
Dave, I wish I had 100 to offer you, boy.
I know you do, Mills.
How about it, Jack?
Well, fine, Jim. I'll vote for you.
Good. I wish you had more in your family.
You bet.
Have a cigar? Cigar.
Dave.
Lots of luck, Dave. Thank you, Andy. Gee, it's a great turnout, isn't it, Mills?
Sure is. I think they're all for you, Dave. All right, folks. The polls officially open. Step right in and put your votes in that tracker box on the table. One at a time now. Just a minute. One at a time. Hey, folks, look. Where'd he go?
I don't know, Jane. I guess our only hope is that enough of the people who are friendly to us stay here.
Okay, now right on your trail, friend. I mean my whole family. Wait a minute. You've got to vote before you go. Don't we can vote any time, but you can't find free gold every day. Hey, there's something wrong here.
If you found that gold at Crow's Creek, Lem, it seems to me you're mighty liberal with your information.
Well, I could have kept it to myself, but there's enough gold out there at Crow's Creek for the whole of Hard Rock. Ain't no need to be stingy with it. Come on, folks, I'll show you where it's at.
Joe, our little scheme worked. Better trail along with it.
All right, Jim.
Dave, I'm going to Crow's Creek and call Lem's bluff.
Yes, as soon as I cast my vote, Dave and I will get right at it. All right, boys, go!
You boys go inside and vote.
Well, Dave, looks as though we're licked. All our supporters are hightailing it for Crow's Creek.
Well, I guess we better be going with them. Let's get our outfit together.
just too late to vote. Polls just closed. Jim Rodney's been elected town marshal.
He has, huh?
Yes, a regular landslide.
What's happened to Hard Rock? Where's all the citizens?
Didn't you hear about the big gold strike? Well, they've all stampeded out of town for Crow's Creek. They're picking up free gold down there by the handful.
Crow's Creek.
Yes.
That's where Big Crow and his hostile Blackfeet have just set up a camp. Why, those citizens have got to be warned.
Indians. Blackfeet. Get them wagons in a circle. We got to fight and make every bullet count.
Blackfeet mills? They can take one. Touch them home and not take one.
We better turn back and try and make it for Hard Rock.
Come up, Nicholas, onward.
We may make it before they overtake us, but we've got to ride. Let's go. They're getting ready for another attack.
Jim, not take one. Well, folks, here I be, aiming to enlighten you about how that square-shooting scout Bill Cody saved the citizens of Hard Rock when Jim Rodney planned to have himself elected town marshal by having Lem Tampus ride into town yelling, "Free gold! Free gold! Found at Crow's Creek!" Lem allowed that gold could be picked up for the stooping. Quicker'n scat, the whole town of Hard Rock hit the trail for Crow's Creek. That is, all but Jim Rodney's friends who stayed behind to elect him, which they did successful. Bill Cody cantering into town asked where all the folks was. Being informed, Cody gets plumb worried, 'cause Big Crow's hostile Blackfeet are camped at Crow's Creek. Cody stampedes over to warn the gold seekers, but the Blackfeet had already attacked the citizens. Cody fetches up with Dave Archer and his sweetheart, Jane Mills, and her father, John Mills, being chased by redskins. And he leads them to a cabin where they fight like all tarnation.
We was on our way over to join the gold rush. Heard the explosion. Thought we'd ride by to investigate. What caused it?
Black powder and Blackfeet Indians. We got out of that cabin just in time. How is the election going on, Milt?
Well, the election is over. Then Rodney was elected town marshal.
Rodney elected. Well, that's the worst thing that could happen to Hard Rock.
Well, this time on this unit, you're gonna have to...
If they make another attack before Jack gets back with help, they'll wipe us out.
Sorry, that's the door in my unit. Mrs. Bruce, stop.
They're in a council planning another attack. When they'll start it, we'll intercept them.
Sorry, that's the door. No, I mind it. No, no. Come on, I'm doing this. If I will allow I just come up.
I'll pick off that young chief. That will throw the others into a panic. You ready, boys?
But hit the chair. Come on.
Here they come, men. Make every shot count.
Come on.
Liam, did they?
Joe. Tony. I want to talk to you. Well, I didn't want to kick off without confessing. But gold strike it, gold quick. It's a fact. I didn't find any high grade.
Bill, you and Dave take charge here. Start these people back to Hard Rock. I'm riding out to the Sky Village. I've got some important business with Chief Thunderbird.
All right, Bill.
All right, folks, come on, let's get these wagons up here. Give me a hand here, all right? Boys, go in this wagon.
Well, Rodney, how's things in Hard Rock?
Hank Carter, do you know that you're addressing the new town marshal of Hard Rock? Just been elected. Have a cigar.
Good. Glad to hear it. Jim, I made a mistake. Got it there in the bag, and I'm heading east to bring up the wife of the boy.
So you've struck it rich, eh? Go on in and have a drink.
Oh, Hank. Well. Hello, John. Hello, Dave.
How are you, Hank?
Well, where have you been for the past 6 months?
You know, John, I've struck it rich. I'm not forgetting that half of the gold that I got belongs to you for grub staking. How about that stamp mill you sent east for?
We already sent Steve inside for it. But I don't know what's happened to them. They should have been back a month ago.
Dave is right. We certainly do need that stamp mill.
You know, John, I'm heading east to bring back the wife and the boy. I'll put in half with you. You say the word, buy the stamp mill with part of this gold I've got.
That's a go, Hank. But you know you're taking a chance traveling alone. Come on over to the house. We'll talk it over.
I'll do her, boys.
Took him a long time, but he sure hit her.
Yes, he sure did, Dave.
Well, we can use some of that money in the stamp mill, can't we, Dave?
That's too much gold to go east. Besides, we don't want a stamp mill.
You're right, Jim.
Get it.
keep a company until you get out of this hostile Indian country.
No, sirree. I don't want no escort. Old Hank Carter's too smart for these Indians. Well, folks, I'm going to hit the trail. Goodbye, John.
Goodbye, Hank. Good luck.
That's it.
Goodbye, Hank.
And Miss Nell.
Goodbye, Hank. Remember us to Mrs. Carter and the boy.
Well, I'll sure do that.
Dave, Hank is traveling through Doc Canyon Trail. Put on that Indian outfit. Follow him. See if he gets through.
But why the Indian outfit?
Because he's going through Cheyenne country. And you stand a better chance to get through disguised as one of them. But don't let Hank see you. Well, partner, what do you say you and I have a rest?
Well, folks, I'm just hungering to recall to you all what happened to that right famous scout, Bill Cody, after he, with John Mills, Jane Mills, his daughter, and Dave Archer, escaped from that burning cabin where the Blackfeet had him corralled. Jack Grady, riding like fury, meets up with Cody and tells him the predicament of the citizens near Crow's Creek. Cody, leading the others to the rescue, arrived just as the Indians were about to annihilate the whites and, by pretty smart maneuvering, drove them Blackfeet off. Lem Tampus confessed that his gold stripe was a fake and the citizens turned back to Hard Rock. Jim Rodney, like the snake he is, ordered his half-breed henchman, Breed Johns, to trail Hank Carter and get the sack of gold he was carrying. Dave Archer, meanwhile, disguises himself as an Injun and trails Carter to protect him through the hostile Injun country. Cody sets up at a water hole, not knowing that a renegade Blackfoot is a hiding right there.
Oh, thanks, Jack. That sure was a good shot.
Yeah, just in the nick of time, Bill. How'd the Blackfoot get your rifle?
Just plain carelessness on my part. I ought to know by this time there's a redskin behind every tree in this country.
Sure glad to run into you, Bill. Happened to get within hearing distance of a powwow last night near Big Crow's camp.
Well, did you learn anything?
Yeah. You know, they're planning an attack on Hard Rock.
Well, if that's the case, we better ride in and warn the citizens of Hard Rock. And then overtake Captain Culver and his troops and bring them back for protection. You know, Jack, there's one thing Big Crow doesn't like. His soldiers.
You're sure right, Bill.
Well, Jack, let's be riding.
All right, Bill.
Onions, D-I-E-I, Naphtali.
Me, fa, wa, me, home.
I'll take that gold, Breed. I said I'd take that gold.
Well, there's enough gold there to buy 5 cent mills, Jim.
Breed, Joe. Quick! Don't move, Archer. You're under arrest.
What do you mean, Rodney?
You killed Hank Carter.
That's a lie.
Well, we're taking you into Hard Rock, Archer, and give you a fair trial.
Rodney, this is an outrage. You know I didn't kill Carter. You're trying to hang this killing onto me in order to cover up your own crime.
Well, we'll let a jury decide that. Perhaps you can explain why you're masquerading in an Indian outfit. Joe, Breed, put Carter on a horse. We'll need him for evidence.
Can you warm us up? You move. You move. Can you warm us up? More, can you warm us
up? I'm telling you, men, Breed, Joe and I saw Archer kill Hank Carter.
Why, I don't...
Where's Archer now?
No, I don't either.
Where is he? He's inside, in the storeroom, under guard. And as marshal of this town, I call this meeting to decide what we're going to do with it.
You're right, Rodney. Let's go in and form a jury.
What happened to the gold that Carter had?
I don't know. We didn't find it. From a distance, we saw Archer kill Carter. But we couldn't find the gold. He'd evidently disposed of it before we reached him.
Say, Mills. Rodney's got Dave locked up in the storeroom and has accused him of murdering Hank Carter.
What?
Dave? Murdered Hank Carter? Why, that's impossible.
Something's gone wrong here.
We've got to get Dave out of this. Come on.
All right, Archer. They want you inside. Come on.
Get out of the way! Get out of the way! I'll be here. Get out of the way! Get out of the way! What's happened, Rodney? Plenty, Mills. Breed, Joe Tambers, and I saw Dave Archer kill Carter. That's a lie, and you know it. Why?
Dave!
What's this all about, Dave?
I don't know, Mills. It looks like a frame-up.
Well, you're not going to get away with it this time, Archer. We found you standing over the body of Carter, disguised as an Indian.
All right, if I killed Carter, then where's the gold he carried?
That's what I'm waiting for you to tell us. I'm also waiting for you to tell us what you were doing on that trail, disguised as an Indian and carrying a bow and arrow.
I can explain that. I told him to put on that Indian outfit to protect Carter through the Cheyenne country.
That's a pretty story, Mills, but it won't stick. There's only one thing for murders. Miner's law.
You wouldn't dare do that, Rodney.
Why not, Mills? People of this town are entitled to protection from such crimes as that. There's only one thing to do, Mills. That's to call upon the people for a vote. What do you say, folks? Let's go!
Why, it's Fawn Eyes. I wonder what's happened. Well, I guess he's done for, Jack.
Yeah, it looks that way, Bill.
Tuma.
What did she say?
Bree Johns killed him and killed a white man further up the trail.
Well, we better investigate.
All right, Jack. We better put this Indian on her horse. You know, she'll want to take him back to her people. Up to him.
Oh.
Dave Archer, the citizens of Hard Rock pronounce you guilty of the murder of Hank Carter and sentence you to be hanged at Shepherd's Clearing.
This is an outrage.
It's a paper!
And we're not going to stand for it.
I'm with you, Andy. Men, take him out.
Stop! You call yourselves white men. And yet you take the life of an innocent man with as much indifference as does the red man whom you pretend to despise.
Miss Mills, you have no right to interfere with justice.
You call this justice? You were not elected Marshal of Hard Rock to use that office for personal vengeance, and you're not going to do it.
Vengeance has nothing to do with it. As Marshal of Hard Rock, it's my duty to see that this murderer is hanged. Neither you or anyone else can stop me.
Oh, yes, there's one who can stop you. Bill Cody. He knows the meaning of justice. And I'm going to get him and bring him here.
You?
Bob, there's only one chance to save Dave. That's Bill Cody. He's at the Cheyenne village.
Come on. All right, men. Bring on your prisoner. We have declared miner's law, and that law must take its course. Come on. Men, we can't allow Rodney and his gang to do this. Jane was right. It's murder.
Yes, but what can we do? Well, the outnumber is 5 to 1.
All right, bring him around here. Out this way.
Come on, boys.
Hurry up, boys. Come on. Let's go. Come on. All right, bring up that rope. All right, Rodney. Now remember, men, I don't want any interference.
they taking him?
Archie Shepherd's clearing.
Come on.
Well, anything to say, Archer?
Yes, I've got something to say. You or some of your fake jury should be sitting on this horse.
Rodney, this is murder.
Keep them covered, men. Hills, if you or your friends interfere with justice, you'll receive the same fate.
All right, Rodney, let's get it over with.
All right, men. Get ready. All right, men. String 'em up.
You know, folks, I'm plumb alarmed concerning the predicament of Dave Archer. And the way that horn-toad, Jim Rodney, is trying his best to lynch that innocent critter for killing Hank Carter and stealing Hank's gold, when you all saw Breed Johns, Rodney's ornery henchman, down Hank with an arrow and then rob him. But John Mill's daughter, Jane, told Jim Rodney he was a no-count marshal and she was going out and get Bill Cody to see that justice was done by Dave. Right pronto, she hightailed over to the Cheyenne village to get Bill. Rodney had his mangy henchman truss up poor Dave and herd him over to Shepherd's clearing, determined to string him up, with poor Jane riding like fury to save her sweetheart.
Bring up that rope.
All right, Rodney.
Now remember, men, I don't want any interference. Anything to say, Archer?
Yes, I've got something to say. You and some of your fake jury should be sitting on this horse.
Hurry up with that rope.
Rodney, this is murder, and we're not going to allow it.
Mills, if you or your friends interfere with justice, you'll receive the same fate.
Where are they taking him?
Archie Shepherd's clearing.
We can't allow this. Come on.
All right, Rodney, let's get it over with.
Get ready, men.
String up!
Rodney! Drop that gun! And the rest of you, put 'em up and keep 'em up! Rodney, you've gone just a little too far. Dave Archer did not kill Hank Carter.
What authority have you to interfere with justice?
The authority of the federal government and a statement of an eyewitness to the crime.
You'll pay dearly for this, Cody. I'm an officer of the law and backed up by the citizen of Hard Rock.
And I'm backed by a troop of cavalry stationed a short distance up the trail. Dave, get on your horse, and I'll see that you get a fair trial. Here, Dave, take that.
There's no soldiers up the trail. Let's overtake Cody and get our prisoner.
Come on, then. We've got to stop Rodney.
Just a minute, Bill. If you know what's good for you, you and your men better get back to Hard Rock.
Fawneye says she will help us to avenge Lone Wolf's death.
That's good news, Cody.
Bob, you, Jane, and Fawneye ride up to Ford's cabin in Red Rock Gulch. Jack, you ride back to Hard Rock and tell Rodney that Fawneye has taken us to the Cheyenne village, where her uncle, Chief Thunderbird, will protect Dave Archer until I return with the troops to conduct a fair trial. All right, Bill. Dave, you and I have some business over at Rodney's cabin. Folks, let's be moving. Some of the Rodney's gang might be trailing us. Go.
Almost out there.
That looks like Jack, that friend of Cody's.
I wonder what he's nosing around here for.
I don't know.
Howdy, Rodney.
Howdy.
Did you know that Cody had taken Dave Archer and Jane Mills to Cheyenne Village?
Oh, is that so?
Yeah. Fawneye told him that her uncle, Chief Thunderbird, would protect them.
Yes?
Until Cody brought the troops into Hard Rock for Archer's trial.
Someday I'm going to wipe those Cheyennes off the face of the earth. You go back and tell Bill Cody that I send him my compliments.
All right, Rodney. Come on.
No, how come they're kind of at now?
Tina, just up.
Peace I'm mad. So tight.
Look, boys. Cheyenne. We need those redskins. Here, now get on your horse, quick. going to get those 4 Indians. Never mind that squaw. All right. Get him! Get that one! Get that one there!
Dave, you stay here and guard the trail. I'll investigate Rodney's cabin. All right, Pete. Drop that gun. Come out. If you expect any mercy, Breed, you'll show me where you hid Carter's gold.
I know hide gold. Rodney, he hides in fireplace.
Show it to me.
Get him home.
What's happened?
I got him, Dave. Get her up.
Let's get him in this chair.
Come on, Breed. Get up there.
Joe.
Yeah?
This chief is Thunderbird's son, Swift Arrow.
Yes?
Uh-huh. You take these Indians into Hard Rock, lock them up in the storeroom. Then I'll send word to Thunderbird that we'll exchange them for Archer.
That's a great scheme, Jim.
Yes, and it'll work, too. You take 2 of your men. Go to my cabin and wait for me there. Dutch and I'll take these Indians into Hard Rock.
All right.
There, Dutch.
Take this one.
All right.
Don't let him get away.
Come on, boys. All right, Dutch. Up the valley.
We saw some Cheyennes, and Four Eyes went out to meet them. We thought that she was going to have them capture us.
No, On Eyes is our friend. She rode out to lead the Cheyennes away from you. You know, she believes we're going to capture the man who killed Lone Wolf.
And now that we've got him, we'll certainly string him up for killing Hank Carter.
Yes, after we've convinced the citizens of Hard Rock of that fact.
I guess you're right, Bill.
All right, Reed. We'll leave you here until we need you. Bob, you stay here and keep him company for a few hours.
All right, Cody. He'll sure be here when you need him.
All right, folks. Let's be hitting the trail. Dave, you take Jane back to Fort's cabin. I'm riding into Hard Rock with Carter's gold to prove your innocence.
All right, Bill.
here in the brush. When they come through, we'll jump them.
All right, Joe.
All right.
Pahaska. Na, wa, mi. Mira. Honda. Ma. Agu, agu.
Well, neighbors, here I am, still a-trailing you, and feeling prouder than a peacock, the way Bill Cody herded in and stopped that short-horned Jim Rodney from lynching Dave Archer. And I feel some proud the way John Mills' daughter, Jane, hightailed out there and fetched Bill to the rescue. But I'm still some alarmed, for even after Cody put the hobbles on Breed and found Carter's gold hidden in Rodney's cabin, Rodney is still vicious and wanting to string Dave up. Now, Jack Brady told Rodney that Dave and Jane were at the Cheyenne village under Thunderbird's protection. This so enraged Rodney that he fetched up with some Cheyennes, including Swift Arrow, Thunderbird's son, and took them all prisoners, intending to trade them to Thunderbird for Dave Archer. Cody sends Dave and Jane to Ford's cabin, while he takes Carter's gold to Hard Rock, as enraged Cheyennes set out to wreak vengeance for the insult to Swift Arrow.
We'll hide here in the brush. And when they come through, we'll jump.
All right, Joe. All right. Step up, boys. They're still on me. I told you I'd make a real town out of Hard Rock when you elected me marshal.
Jim Rodney, you're all right. You sure put the fear in the hearts of them Indians.
Yes, and I'm going to show Bill Cody how to handle Redskin. Oh, well, Luke. You speak Cheyenne, don't you?
Yeah, I speak.
Come on out and help me talk to my Indian. Luke, tell Swift Arrow that we're going to send one of his friends here under guard to his father, Chief Thunderbird, with a message.
Mita wuho. Wo mo no. Taha mo.
No more. Hota. Hani.
You say what you want to say in message.
That we'll set him free if his father, Chief Thunderbird, will deliver Dave Archer to me.
Diho. Kana. Moon. Pata. Shiva.
No Nemo. He was the ni mo. Wana ma viho. He ha he do pisto. What did he say?
He say, Chief Thunderbird, he come take Hard Rock. He set Sun free.
We'll let him attack. We'll drive him off as we did before. Come on, Luke. A few more days of confinement, and he'll be willing to listen to me.
Nish, mon. Nish.
Well, my hill. Now, my city house. I never found this notice. It's a silver and our money. My style, this, not hit our money. No hit the minute that to them. No.
Dave, what is he saying?
He said that his son, Swift Arrow, is being held captive in Hard Rock, so he will hold us captive. And if death comes to his son by the hand of the white man, then death will come to us by the hand of Thunderbird.
Dave!
Cody!
Marher, the hope Bahaska. Ni be home.
It's a silver. Our money. It's a power.
Dave, what did Mr. Cody say?
He seeks counsel with Chief Thunderbird about Swift Arrow.
So we're not doing. No. Leave it to us. Yeah.
Ista, oe, maniba.
Come on, no, we hold. Why we at this, they sit there on the house. Then he sit the wall. Mr. Riasco.
Thunderbird said that if Swift Arrow is not released before night, he will attack the town of Hard Rock.
Oh.
Iha, Vestiva. Uwe, maha. Vihu, sina, ha.
Jane, Cody just told Thunderbird that if his braves attacked Hard Rock, the white men would kill Swift Arrow.
He's right.
Hit the silver.
Bahaska, nihita. Niha. Sone. Niha po.
Everything's going to be all right. Thunderbird promised to set us free for the return of his son Swift Arrow, and Cody promised to bring him back.
Oh, I hope he does.
There now was Thunderbird.
How? You heard our agreement, Dave?
Yes, and thanks to you, Cody.
Don't worry. You and Jane will be all right here until I return with Swift Arrow.
Who do you suppose is holding him prisoner?
Rodney, no doubt. But I promised to bring Swift Arrow back here before tonight, if I have to bring the troops to do so.
That's it, horse, on here. My whoa now. I sit to the doorway, horse. Six horse, and three. No, it's we're not in the city.
That's Big Bear, Swift Arrow's brother. He insists that we be burned at the stake to avenge the wrong done his brother.
But Chief Thunderbird promised
Yes,
that...
I know, Jane. And he'll keep his promise.
No, we hurry it there. That's it, that's time to tell us Thunderbird. Oh, hey, hey, hey. Nick! So,
Oh.
Don't be afraid, dear. Cody will move heaven and earth to help us.
I know, Dave. But I'm afraid of Swift Arrow's brother. There's no telling what he might do before Cody returns.
He is a hot-headed savage.
I wonder whose horse that is down there in front of the shack.
I don't know. It ain't Breed's.
Well, let's take a sneak down that way and see who it belongs to.
All right, let's go.
In my pocket, you'll find $2. I give you them for one smoke.
I don't want your $2. You don't deserve it. I'd give anybody a smoke.
I got him.
Cody, he do this. He have taken away Carter's gold. We must get to Hard Rock, quick, and tell Rodney.
Yes, we had Archer and the Mills woman when the Cheyennes rushed us and carried them away. Come on, let's get to Hard Rock.
Rodney, I have come to demand the release of those Indians you were holding as prisoners.
Yes? And for what reason?
Jack here says that Fawn Eyes was with Swift Barrow and his warriors when you captured them. And she escaped.
Yes, what if she did? What does that mean?
It means that she will write to the village. Tell Thunderbird that you are holding his son, Swift Arrow, prisoner.
Yes, and Thunderbird will go on the warpath and attack Hard Rock to get his son.
Can't you see that you're endangering the lives of every man, woman, and child in Hard Rock?
Mills, I'm handling this. And if you or your friends attempt to interfere, you'll find yourself in there with those Indians. Mills is right. Even if we are with Rodney, we're not going to stand for his inciting another Indian attack on this town.
Send the squaw for water, and I'll untie them.
Must be to know.
Oh.
Principally, Nep mechanically, Nep mechanical. Workers.
Let's get back in our places.
Hello, Cody.
Howdy, Sam.
Say, you're just in time to settle a little argument inside between Rodney and Mills.
What's the argument about?
Rodney is holding some Cheyennes prisoners in the storeroom. Mills is demanding their release.
Mills is right. They've got to be released. I'll tell you what you do. Get all your friends together and bring them inside. We may need them.
All right, Bill. I'm with you.
Rodney, if anything happens to the people of Hard Rock, the responsibility will be on your head. Now, Rodney, my duty to the federal government is to try and keep the Indians off the warpath.
Yes? And what has your duty to the federal government got to do with me, Cody?
You've got to release Swift Arrow and the other Indians you're holding prisoners.
And what if I don't?
If Swift Arrow and his friends are not released and returned to the Cheyennes before the moon rises tonight, Thunderbird will attack Hard Rock and destroy every living soul in this town. That's just what I've been trying to tell him, Cody.
Well, this is serious, man. Cody knows what he's talking about.
You can't trick me, Cody. Old Thunderbird isn't going to attack Hard Rock. Why, your friend, Jack Brady, told me that you're taking Dave Archer to Thunderbird to protect him from me. Cody, I'll release Swift Arrow and his friends when Thunderbird turns Dave Archer over to me to answer for his crime of killing and robbing Hank Carter.
Archer's innocent of that crime, Rodney, and you know it. Your man, Big Johns, killed Hank Carter.
We'll go around the other side.
How do you know that?
The confession of Big Johns himself, who is now a prisoner under guard at your hideout cabin. Rodney, you've reached the end of your rope. Here is Carter's gold, which I found hidden in your cabin. Cody's right. This is Carter's gold. He showed it to me just before he left for the East.
Jim Rodney, I accuse you of instigating the murder of Hank Carter.
Howdy, folks. Well, I calculate you recall how that old Cheyenne, Chief Thunderbird, held Dave Archer and Jane Mills captive because that low-down, no-count Jim Rodney, town marshal of Hard Rock, held Swift Arrow, Thunderbird's son, a prisoner. Bill Cody, while a pleading with Thunderbird to release Dave and Jane, was told pronto by that old warrior that Dave and Jane stayed put until Swift Arrow was herded back to the Cheyennes. And if he wasn't back before moon-up, the Cheyennes would attack Hard Rock and wipe it off on the face of the earth. Bill Cody stampeded into Hard Rock and confronted Rodney and demanded Swift Arrow's release. But mule-like, Rodney stood obdurate. While back at the Cheyenne village, Big Bear, Swift Arrow's brother, attacked Dave Archer with a knife, set on avenging his brother's wrong. Cody throws it in Rodney's face that Rodney's henchman, Breed Johns, killed Hank Carter and stole Carter's gold.
Cody, I'll release Swift Arrow and his friends when Thunderbird turns Dave Archer over to me to answer for his crime of killing and robbing Hank Carter.
Archer is innocent of that crime, and you know it. Your man, Breed Johns, killed Hank Carter.
We'll go around the other side. What proof have you of that?
The confession of Breed Johns himself, who is now under guard at your hideout cabin. Rodney, you've reached the end of your rope. Here's a sack containing Carter's gold, which I found hidden in your cabin.
Cody is right. This is Carter's gold. He showed it to me just before he left for the East.
Jim Rodney, I accuse you of instigating the murder of Hank Carter.
Cody, stop! Get the killer! Cody!
I'm all right, folks. Only scratched. I dropped to avoid the second shot. We've got to release Swift Arrow before the Cheyennes attack this town.
They're in the storeroom. Follow me. Let's get in there.
Right, boys.
Mills, you stay here and watch for Rodney. I'll take Swift Arrow and his braves back to Thunderbird and secure the release of Dave and Jane. But I've got to write fast.
We haven't got a chance. We're guarded on all sides.
Hespenitchapali. Nepus mechanical. If nepin mechanic. Wakish.
We better get back in our places.
out. No. Here, Robert.
Dave!
Jane, you brought Thunderbird just in time. It certainly looked like my finish.
George, ride back to Hard Rock and tell Dolly that we're hiding in Alkali's shack over on the Big Creek.
All right, Jim.
Come on, this way.
No, Numa. Niha, Nibitasi. Ina?
No. Sergeant George, sit down, Mahmoud. Nicholas, sit down, Kansas.
Haska. Nihan. I Usta Nivia.
He says Cody just returned with Swift Arrow, so we're free.
Oh, I knew he'd get here in time.
This sail's getting pretty heavy, Steve. How far we got to go yet?
Oh, we should make Hard Rock by tomorrow. Our good luck holds on.
I bet those old gold diggers in Hard Rock been holding their breath, awaiting this sap mill I'm toting.
Well, if they have, they've been a-holding a long time. But it's worth it. With the bringing of this stamp mill here, they sure brought a lot of people on this wagon train.
You're right, Steve.
Well, what do you say we get a-going? Get on.
I'm ready.
Well, folks, I guess I'll leave you here. Dave, you ride into Hard Rock and help Mills to establish law and order. I've got some business over at Big Creek.
All right, Bill. But you better keep your eyes open for Rodney and his gang.
That's just what I'm going to do. Well, I'll see you in a few days, Dave. Goodbye, Jane.
Goodbye, Mr. Cody.
Well, come on, honey.
What's happened?
Plenty, Jim. The stamp mill's on the way here.
Impossible.
Nothing's impossible when Bill Cody takes a hand. Listen, Arthur and some of the men have gone out to meet the wagon train.
We've got to stop that wagon train.
I think I go to my friend Big Crow at the Blackfeet village. I have some business with him.
That's a good idea, Breed. But the rest of us will trail along this time. Let's get going, boys. And if Archer and Mills is with that wagon train, so much the better.
Folks, the wagon train with the stamp mill should be nearing Dry Gulch Trail. We're riding out to give extra protection to the Blackfoot country.
That'll
Bring in that stamp mill, Dave.
Keep your eyes on Rodney's train. If any of them leave town, trail them. You leave it to us, Mills. But you see that you bring our stamp mill back safe.
We will.
And
Oh, Breed, you tell Big Crow that we'll give him lots of money if he'll send his warriors out here to stop a wagon train.
Sky Kema, Pekanekwa. Apanaka Sakipo Kanema, Mistaki. Akita Sama Inna.
The Crocky say all men away hunting. He only have small band warriors here. Well, tell him to send what men he's got to stop the wagon train. He can come on later with the others to finish the job.
Pekanekwa, put a comment to Sakipo.
Look, Father! The wagon train!
You're right, Jane. And that's just about where we expected to meet them.
Yep, I thought we'd locate him about here. Well, come on, folks. Let's go down and meet him.
Let's go.
Oh! Why, look, there comes Dave Archer, Mills and his daughter, and some other folks from Hard Rock. Howdy, Steve. Howdy, Dave.
Hi, Steve.
Howdy, Mr. Mills.
Hello, Steve.
Howdy, Miss Jane.
Well, you got the old stamp mill aboard?
Yeah, we sure got her. How's everything in Hard Rock, Mr. Mills?
Great. We'll have a boom town when this stamp mill arrives.
Well, that's sure fine.
What kind of a trip did you have, Steve?
Oh, we had an easy one. Ain't seen a sign of an engine. But we're getting short on water back here.
Oh, well, that's all right. Plenty of water ahead at Smoky Creek. That's only a few hours' drive.
Look! Who's that coming over there?
Why, it's Bill Cody.
Sorry to alarm you folks, but the Indians, the Blackfeet are coming. Better circle these wagons here and get ready for a fight.
No, not here. You'll have plenty of time to run onto Smoky Creek. There's plenty of water there and some shelter.
You're right, Cody. Steve, make sure the women are in the wagon.
All right, Dave. Miss Jane in the second wagon.
Hey, you take charge here. I'll ride on to Gaston's boat where Captain Coburn and Stoops are stationed. We may be able to head them off before they attack.
All right, Bill.
All right, men. Let's get going.
Right in here, miss.
Get up. Get up. Get up.
Well, what are they waiting for? Why don't they attack?
You say train is too strong. Too many Indians get killed.
But we've got to attack. You tell them up. This train gets through, there'll be hundreds of others. It'll drive out the Indians. Well, what did he say?
You say they're going fire grass. Put ring of fire around them.
That's the idea. feed 'em. That'll break 'em up.
Got him this time, boys. They're trapped like a lot of rats.
Well, friends, I just loped over here to kind of help you all recall how Bill Cody forced that discard, Jim Rodney, to show his hand and flee Hard Rock. But unfortunate-like, while Dave Archer, with John Mills, his daughter Jane, and other square-shooting citizens, rode out plumb full of happiness to welcome and escort in the wagon train that was affecting the long-delayed stamp mill, that ornery snake, Rodney, cat-footed over to the Blackfoot village and started a band of them hostiles out to capture the train. Cody, overhearing Rodney's plot with the Injuns, hightails out and warns the wagon train. Then he stampedes to the fort to get the soldiers. The Blackfeet, fearing the wagon train too big to annihilate, string a circle of prairie fire around the train, which is galloping desperate to get shelter at Smoky Creek.
It was late in 49 when they promised to be mine.
got 'em this time, boys. That trap's like a lot of rats.
Jim Rodney, you are one smart man, eh?
Come on, boys. Let's go.
Gene, I got you. Right in the fire. Come on, boys. Oh, well, thank God you're safe, Jane.
Well, she's all right, Mills.
Say, we've got to get out of here. That fire sure is traveling fast.
Right you are. Let's go.
Yes, thanks.
Blackfeet! Mills, take these men. Gather up the stragglers.
Come on, boys.
Steve, circle the wagons. We've got to fight.
on the charge. Finish him.
Maybe you like to show them how. Yes?
Captain Coleman, the Blackfeet are riding to attack a wagon train near Smoky Creek. We may be able to head them off before the attack.
Sergeant, boots and saddles.
Look, Rodney. Cody with the troop.
I get that 40 this time, sure.
Cody, he made it!
Let's go to him. Look.
You ride back here and hide, and then jump him. Come on. All right, Cody. Put him up. And keep him up. Get off the horse. All right, Joe. Breathe. Disarm him.
Gotcha, Cody.
Пашка, не останови, это сева.
Aho.
Не кажется, что не останови, тону.
Ipava.
Пашка, не се останови. Або, не останови.
Cody, what's happened? Rodney and his men ambushed me. If it hadn't been for the chief here, I would have been done for.
What was Chief Thunderbird talking about?
Chief Thunderbird said, the Cheyennes desire peace with the white men and will protect them against the Blackfeet.
Isn't that wonderful, Dave?
Well, tell the chief we thank him and accept his offer.
Aho. Si vos nivia.
Jack, what's happened? Blackfeet, Bill. They got me.
I'm carrying an important message to General Merritt. It's got to reach him at headquarters before morning.
Headquarters by morning? Why, that's a 100-mile ride. Yes, I know. But that message has got to go through. Dave, you get Jack into Hard Rock to a doctor.
All right.
Good luck to you, Bill. Goodbye, folks. I'll be traveling.
I'll be taking care of Jack.
Buster's Golden Cow.